I've done a lot of Black Border speedruns in Bloons TD 6, 62 to be exact, but today we're going to be changing it up. We're going to be going back to Monkey Meadow, but we can only use 2 towers on any given game mode. So primary only 2 towers. Chimps mode, only 2 towers, and even half cash, only 2 towers. But the biggest question on my mind is it even possible? So we're going to load up our timer here, hit easy mode, and then start on standard. Now I am a little worried about having a timer up here because that does make me kind of like flustered a little bit, and we have to think this through before we start placing towers since we can only have 2 the entire round and we don't want to slow down by having to restart. But as soon as I hit that timer, we have to go and we have to hit play. Now I am going to start with the dart monkey on the very first one. You just have to. It's Monkey Meadow, it's dart monkeys, it makes it the easiest, and we can go like this right off the go. Now for 2 towers, we need something that is always going to pop camo. We need something that's always going to pop lead. That's going to be our biggest downfall to all of these game modes, and that's what makes me the most nervous because you're not exactly sure if you're going to be able to get the lead by 28 or if you're going to get the camo by 24. And if you're on a mode like Chimps mode, you just lose if that happens. So we have to play this smart. Now, I'm not going to be using heroes too much, but there are times I feel like we might just be better off using heroes, so we are going to use them as well, and we're going to change up the towers as much as possible. Now, the dart monkey is great for camo. We have that covered. Now, we just need something for lead. I feel like a good one. We want to go fast, too, so the thing is I want to put things up front. I just don't really have that much in my head of what I think we should do. So I'm guessing... I think the best would just be a sniper, but that would be a little slow. So let's just go this one since we don't need, no, we need lead though, not camo lead. We just need regular lead at this point. So I'm thinking the best way to do this would just be to get a druid, but I don't want to waste our druid yet because I am going to try to change things up a little bit. So let's go with a little wizard and have him right in the front. I think that's pretty cool because now we're going to go a lot faster and then this guy will be here in the back for backup. Now, if you guys have been with my series, we have done 62 How Fast Can You Black Borders with our 2 best times being 2 hours and 16 minutes for every single game mode as quickly as possible in order on downstream and cubism. And then we even got a 2 hours and 16 minutes on spot pits and carp. So 2 hours and 16 minutes is roughly what it is. Now, our very first Monkey Meadow run happened to be our very first run ever in the series, and that was 2 hours and 59 minutes. Now, the reason that was so slow was 1, because we were new to the series, and 2, because we were new to this account. So every single time we got a tower, it upgraded and would pause the game. Every time we'd level up, it would pause the game, and it just made it so slow, and it kind of messed everything up. So today, I don't know if we're going to be able to get the 2 hours and 16 minutes since we can't go as fast as we like, because normally we can just throw like 20 towers down and just keep everything packed at the front and destroy it. But we are going to have to sacrifice some time here to try to make up for only having 2 towers. So I think it's going to be actually possible. My biggest concerns, of course, are going to be half cash and chimps. But I'm wondering if something else will come up that we're going to be like, oh man, this isn't even possible. Like military only. What if something just comes up that just wrecks us? That could happen, and I'm nervous about it. But for the most part, I'm super excited. So if you guys have not yet, definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you have not yet, also use code Dabloon in the Ninja Kiwi store when you're buying something from the Ninja Kiwi store because it helps out the channel at no extra cost to you. I usually have this whole spiel down with that thing, but I forgot how to say it. So just use code Dabloon if you have not yet, because it is awesome and I do appreciate it. And I do see a lot of you guys buy piles of monkey money. I would have never guessed. I thought there would be like more rogue legends and double cash and things like that, but you guys are just buying monkey money and I love it. I think it's so cool because there's times where I lose thousands of dollars on a boss event. Like this latest one, it's at 2,500% speed on a Bloonarius. So it just goes zoom out the end. And you're like, okay, I can beat it. I'm going to try it again. There it goes again. There's $400. There's another $400. I go like $10,000 down on these boss events. Ridiculous. So I need to start buying the monkey monies too. All right, so we got our lead here. Now I'm a little nervous because if we miss our lead on any of the important rounds, that was kind of dumb putting this here, but it does speed things up. Now, the reason I didn't use a druid is because I'll probably use a druid a lot. So I don't want this to be like, honestly, for most of this, we could probably use a bottom path dart and a middle path druid and just beat everything because this guy can handle Moabs. The druid makes us money so we can get Spirit of the Forest. If it's a longer game mode, we can get Crossbow Master and that can pretty much destroy everything to 80. And so that would be kind of boring. So we're going to see some new things here. We're going to try out some new things and see what the best is. But my favorite one I'm excited for is going to be Impoppable because it kind of sounds like 2 Towers Chimps, but with less money since everything costs more. but you can make money if the towers make money. So put your heads to the thing on that one and think about what you might use if you were going to be doing Impoppable, but you need money, you need a good tower, you need to get through around 100 with only 2 towers. And let me know below what you think I'm going to use, because I have a couple ideas that I want to try to use for sure. All right, so now we have to beat this. Oh, dude, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm just yapparoonies. If this guy can't beat this on his own, we have to use this. But we want to go fast, so we got to go fast, right? So I need to stop talking for just like a quick minute here. Okay, there we go. First one's done. Now we don't have like a thing showing us, so we're just gonna have to remember what we did. That was standard, so now we're gonna do primary only. Now I would like to start, I think a boomerang would be good, but we need, okay, so we have lead, but we need camo. So what would be a good camo? I think this would be a good camo. It'd be quick too. Let's leave it like right there. And we don't need camo lead, we just need camo. So that's good. And then I think we can just go with a bomb for cleanup for leads. Or yeah, dude, I think this right here is fine for the entire game. Like, honestly, this might be good for every single game mode. Because what we'll do is we'll get recursive cluster, and that'll clean up whatever he can't pop. Am I missing something? That's camo. And that's camo lead. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. This is a good little combo here. I'm pretty excited about this. I just had this random idea because I did a community post and I said, what do you guys want to see more? Because if you did not know, I do have a second channel called Dabloon. I'll link it below. And over there, I'm just doing all compilations of all my 1,000+ Bloons TD6 videos of all the challenges, the mods, and I'm just making them 2 hours long so you guys can fall asleep to. Because I know you guys were really supportive and really enjoying these 2 hours to fall asleep to videos, but then you're kind of getting overwhelmed with them, and I'm getting overwhelmed making them. So I thought let's bring this channel back. So let's bring it back to what the fans want. You guys said you wanted more Black Border videos, but not only are we running out of Black Borders to do, but it's also, they're getting harder and I'm getting not as good at this game. So I thought, how can we do this? Let's make it more fun. Let's try 2 towers only. I was gonna do like, can we do the whole Black Border with primary only? But then I was like, well, how do you beat magic monkeys only? How do you beat military only with only primary monkeys? Maybe you have to use a hero only or something like that. But I don't know. That just wasn't the funnest in my idea. So I thought this would be more cool, like a 2 towers chimps, but 2 towers Black Border. And I think that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. So let's do it. Now to take down the Moab, I feel like it's only 1 Moab. Honestly, we didn't even need this. This guy can solo it. He just can't do everything. Yeah, it's kind of goofy to be honest. Beginner mode's just for lames, I swear. It's so simple. But I guess if you're a beginner, you just start placing things like you'd have this guy over here barely touching the track and you get like 1 pop in the corner because you'd be like, well, he does shoot out the corner of his little poppy thingy, so that makes sense, right? Okay, there we go. We'll get our camo so we don't forget about it. And then we have to get bullseye because why not? Look at him critting already. What a beautiful thing. But I have been using the top path. What is it called? Desperado. I've been using top path Desperado a lot lately because it's just good. You just cheap and it's good. So when you're trying to be lazy and you just want to play the game, it's like really good and I'm enjoying it. And then like twin sixes is decent enough. The problem is though, is even if you get blazing suns, it's not good enough for 63. And so you still need something else. It's kind of disgusting. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it is what it is. Now I did practice a little bit on chimps mode, like what I think I'm going to use. And I totally brain farted it just now. I was like, okay, I know what I'm going to use for half cash, but what am I going to use for chimps? Because like you can't get money. And I tried like a bottom or a middle path wizard and that was bunky. That was really bad. So I think like the best would probably be like what? Like a boomer and a mad, right? Or spirit of the forest and a mad would be good. I don't know. Now I'm trying to think like what would be the best here. Or yeah, I have so many ideas in my head now. Sorry, I just had a brain tussle there. But this one's totally fine for here. We're actually going fast, so I would imagine this isn't being placed into the leaderboards of my leaderboards here of my 62 runs of Black Borders, but I do think we'll be in the top 20 because this is just, it's clean and easy. Because what do we do a lot when we are playing this? We farm. We make mistakes. I get stupid. I do things I shouldn't be doing. I save up for a tower I shouldn't be saving up for just because I wasn't exactly sure. This is going to eliminate all of that. I can only place 2 towers, so my brain doesn't have to think that hard. I'm just plopping and it's all doing its own thing. So as long as I don't like place them too far up forward, and then we lose to something cleaning out the back end, like we're gonna be just fine, and I'm pretty excited about it, to be completely honest with you. Now this is just beautiful. This is clean, this is quick, and that guy's gonna clean up everything that happens. And I think we'll take the Moab out as like physically pop the Moab like right here, even this quick, and then we'll clean it up like right here. Like something might go around this corner, but I doubt it, because both of these are just crit. He's a crit machine and he just destroys it. Literally everything, excuse me. I've been drinking this sparkling water. It's from Stater Brothers, like a Southern California grocery store we have here, like a Smith's or a Safeway or something like that. And I don't know what they put in this thing. It's all that red dye, I guess, but it just makes me so, oh, it's carbonated water, duh. But it just makes me so like, what do you call mouth gassy? Mouth gassy, is that a word? Deflation. What are we gonna do for deflation? We can only use 2 towers. So we'll just go like this, and we'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll put a village right here. And then just use, actually, let's just use another sniper. There we go. There we go. There's our 2 towers, guys. We're so cool. I should have put him a little closer to the front, but just in case there, you know, because that would be embarrassing, like if it doesn't clean up everything. But this should be good to go. Now, deflation is one of my least favorite ones, just because it's boring. It's boring, but it is a time I get to ask you guys questions. What is your favorite 2 towers chimps combo? And if you've never done it or you don't know what it is, it's an official achievement in Bloons TD6 where you use only 2 towers to beat chimps mode. And I believe heroes count. I've always questioned that because people do use heroes, but I did the challenge so long ago that I didn't use a hero that I can't like retest it to see if it opens it. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know if it's collecting it, but it seems like it does. But what is your favorite combo? Mine used to for sure be like the middle path wizard on logs with, what was the other one I used? Because the middle path wizard like can pop the leads early on. It can pop everything on logs in this good spot. And then the ability is just really, really, really strong. But then it couldn't pop purple, so you would need something else for that. But the combinations are endless, and there's so many different ways to beat it, and some of them are just like literally drop and drag and place and be done. There's so many of those. It's really, really cool. But the ones you do them on is gonna be like logs and resort and scrapyard. You really don't see too much Monkey Meadow. Like people do it, of course. I'm not saying it's not possible. Obviously, it's an easy map, but you see them all on resort and logs just because they're super, 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 super long maps. Now here we go. We're a third of the way through, guys. There you go. We got 10 rounds and we got 20 left. Oh my absolute goodness. But we're doing it. We're doing it. And okay, let me think. The next one is going to be just regular medium mode. What do we want to use for medium mode? We need, okay, so we're going to always need a camo, right? So that gives us a dart monkey. That gives us the desperado, a sniper, no subs. Actually, we lose all subs and boats this entire run. That's actually very upsetting. And a few of them we can't get. Like the super's not going to happen probably in this run just because we're not gonna have enough money, I guess. I don't know. But as far as camo goes, the ones I'll use anyway. So I would go ninja, but a 4th path ninja isn't really good enough for much on the top path, so it's just kind of a waste unless we're gonna go master bomber, because since we only have 2 towers, there's a better chance of us getting 5th tiers, and I don't want to waste that. This one's really good for camo, but bad for lead later on because you have to get the rocket storm, which is kind of expensive. I'm gonna probably be using a lot of dartling gunners, to be honest. It is just a great tower. It's global. Okay, so let's go. I would say the plane, but if I don't get never miss in time, it's just going to be ugly. But it might be a solid play. We can go never miss middle path. That'll be our camo popping. And then we might be able to get it fairly early on. And then for lead, what if we do for lead? What if we go camo lead's 59? So what I'm thinking is we can go like top path tack shooter. Okay, we can go top path tack shooter for the leads and early popping power, never miss and everything else for the camo, and then we should have enough for Spectre by 59, and then that will take care of everything, but we just have to get that Spectre. That's actually pretty cool. Wonder if we should do like Rosalia then, like tank a few lives in the beginning and just use her. Okay, we're gonna try it. We're gonna go top path tack. I can't even talk. Top path tack, and then middle with bottom path. This guy. That's it. That's game. That's game. That's all I can say. And if it doesn't work because I'm forgetting something, then that's my problem, and I'm a big dum-dum. Oh man, this is actually kind of crazy now that I'm thinking about it. Because then we have military only. If we're gonna have to go like, I don't actually know. Maybe sniper. Sniper and well, Dartling and sniper is probably the best, right? Or you know, we could actually go with the mortar. I'm not a big fan of them, but it would work. Like going to round 60 is not the worst thing in the world. And I am thinking though, like literally a sharpshooter and a sharpshooter dart and a middle path druid could probably beat a lot of this game. Let's just destroy it. So, okay, so now we're on to medium mode, right? I just want to double check. I know we're menuing slow, but I just don't want to make any dumb mistakes here. So we'll go medium, and then we are going to go tack. Okay, so we'll go tack here, and we're going to hit play. And we'll go, I don't know which one we want though, right? We want like this one. Probably shouldn't even be buying stuff, to be honest with you, because we need never miss targeting to speed the game up. Dummy. What are you going to do? All right. Now, technically, we could go get some water towers. We could get a top path mermonkey, right? We could top path mermonkey into one of these two boats, but would that even, I don't even think that's possible. It's just a dumb idea. That was stupid. All right, so we'll do this one here, and we'll just leave it there for now, just because, well, here maybe, and then, no, here. And we'll go like this, figure 8, until we get never miss, because then he's at least going to help, right? And then we're going to need camo before we know it, but I'm going to try to shoot for, I don't know, will we have enough for never miss before camo? Because I'll sacrifice one green camo if we can get that thing quick. That'd be cool. Let's see. Let's test it out. But this, am I missing something? Spectre can hit lead, right? Oh my God. Watch me get all the way there and I don't... If Spectre doesn't hit lead, then I quit this game, because that could be a thing. Like, it could be the top path that makes it pop lead, and they changed that years ago or something. And then this whole entire run is just dead from this step right here. Now it'd be very, very upsetting. So we'll see. And you won't know until the very end too. That's the most wicked part. Actually, that's not true. We won't. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. As soon as we get Spectre, we'll know, because if it takes to get to this guy to pop lead, then that's game, and we just lost. Okay. Dum-dum mode is not activated yet. We're being smart. My goodness. My goodness. But this is a slow path. Like, never miss is going to be quick, but every time there's lead, it's going to be slow. Let me think here. And then also, too, what about, can we even pop Moabs with this plan? Like, it might be rough, dude. It might, oh, I didn't even think about Moabs. What a dum-dum, because we don't have rapid fire. It's going to be slow fire. We might just lose to that alone. I'm all thinking about the end results of having the Spectre, but we're going with like the worst one too. Like, top path on this one is bad for balloons. Crazy, dude. We'll see what happens. All right, we got this though, or no? I mean, we might have to like buy something before we even get to never miss, let alone camo. Dude, I'm actually like worried now. We should be fine. We should be fine. 25. At least we're not doing it on hard mode, you know what I mean? That would be kind of bummer. What if we go like crazy on this, right? And we go like, what am I trying to say? Oh, we're gonna have enough for both? That's sick, actually. That is super sick. What if we go crazy and go like village as our second tower in one of these? So we go like a tower that's really good with its other paths. Like if we went bottom path, never miss, with top path, we don't have camo, so we get a village. Like, how crazy would that be? Okay, so we have our lead popping. I don't think we can pop a Moab with this. I really don't. I think we're going to have to get Ring of Fire, which is really going to set us back. And the other problem is, if we do bad on 40 with the Ring of Fire, then we know we're going to get zonked on 57, right? So that's a big scary thing here. We'll have to see. But we'll be okay, though. I think we'll be okay. 33, 33. There we go. But we'll have it quick if I just let it be. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Will we be fine, though? I'm so in my own head right now. I'm so in my own head. It just, you're so used to buying stuff that you just don't think about it. Like, is it actually going to make us the money? Are we going to have enough? But we should. Because I know we'll have 10,000 by 6 by 50. But I don't know if we'll have 20,000. Now that's crazy. I could always sell too. The whole thing is that you can only use 2 towers. So if I needed to sell this for 3,600 because I'm about to lose, that's actually a possibility too. And then we could buy it back. No, you can't buy it back, right? Because that would make it, it's not Odyssey rules. Well, I don't know the rules technically because it's 2 towers chimps, and on chimps you can't sell to begin with. So I wonder if that's the rule. You can't sell them once you place them. But if worse comes to worse and we're gonna lose regardless, like I think selling's okay. But I don't think it's gonna get to that point because I've done this before. I've done this a few times. Not really. I've never done this before. I've never black border with 2 towers, so it's gonna be crazy. Okay, now the next one is going to be military only. So as I said, I think we're gonna go sniper. But remember, the first military we buy is at a discount, so it might be better to like tank a couple of lives and then get the helicopter, because the helicopter can carry us the entire way, no problem. Or we can just start with something like a dartling and then get the helicopter, because the oh my god, this is really bad. That's really bad. 57 is gonna suck. Oh no. And I went with the bottom path, not the Pierce path for the middle path, so we'll have to see. We still have 9 rounds, so we might be able to get enough money for it. We're halfway there. But anyways, we can go like maybe dartling into helicopter. That could be pretty safe. Or sniper into helicopter, or just go for helicopter. But I don't know the math on like tanking lives to see if we'll have enough to even get it. But it should only be like 700, 800 bucks to buy it. So we'll see. I think helicopter might be the play there. It might be the fastest one. And then Apopalypse. That's the one that we're going to have to actually think about, but we'll do that. We'll think about the next one at the next one. How about that? Because I think this is so much fun. I'm like really excited right now. This is cool. And I think for sure we're going to have 23,400 for the Spectre, and then we're going to be good to go. But guys, so I was watching this this YouTube creator for balloons. Was it, dude, I don't want to mess up the name. I think it was Dorio. Like I remember thinking Oreo, but it was like Dorio. And he makes strategy videos like I used to, but like super clean. He did one for Geared, and it happened to pop up on my feed, and I'm like, I'll try it. Let's see what happens. And then it worked, and I beat Geared, and then I beat Ouch, my first try following this guide with a black medal, so like a black border on Ouch. That's how clean the guide was, and there was no RNG, no nothing. And I know how this goes. I mean, I used to just do only strategy creation, so I know that like 9 out of 10 times one way might work, and then on the 10th try it doesn't work. But I don't know if maybe it's the way he said it and the way we placed the towers, but it was beautiful, and I just destroyed it. So long story short, Geared was actually possible, and it was really easy, and it was with one of my favorite strategies, the Rosalia big plane strategy, because if you didn't know, it's ridiculous. It makes the big plane like way cheaper, and I think you save like what, like 30 to 50, not 50, probably like 30 grand total from all the upgrades, right? Maybe 15 grand, but whatever the amount is, it's enough to make it very viable to get in a lot of different maps. And he did it on Geared. It was really cool. So one of these days I'm going to do how fast can you black border Geared, and I'm going to be using that strategy. So basically the reason why I haven't done it yet is I just need more time in my daily life, but I have to go there and just like repeat it until it's mentally stuck in my brain. So then when I go to do it live on camera type of thing, it's not gonna forget and I lose, and then we just have like a 4-hour run, because that would be all of that would be for nothing, right? So, oh, I totally forgot about the lead thing, but we should be fine, right? I would hope so. I'd be really upset if I was wrong. But Spectre, it's those little rocket missiles that pop them all, and then I don't think we never had never miss before with this, right? Like, isn't that a new update? Wasn't it only just the little missiles in the middle, and then the bones or the darts just flew around randomly, and then they made it never miss and that? Because I remember I was playing Ravine once on hard mode, no monkey knowledge. I was trying to like make a cool video strategy back in the day, and we can pop lead with the Spectre for sure. I'm gonna cut my story in half about Ravine hard mode, no monkey knowledge, because I don't want to mess this up. So we're on that one. We just did regular medium, so now we're on military only. This one might be a good idea to have a hero on. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go, okay, we're just going to tank the first round and get the chopper, because I don't know what to do yet. So, and anything that we waste, we save more money getting the chopper than we do getting like a sniper, right? Because it takes so much money off of it. So I think that's the play here. So we'll go like this and then like this. Boom. Okay, cool. Now I was playing Ravine, hard mode, no monkey knowledge, and I had 2 bottom path, never miss targeting planes, right? Aces. And then I sold them to get the Spectre and I lost. So the aces were doing better because they covered more ground because they're never miss. When I got the Spectre, at least back in the day, the Spectre would whiff so much. It was such a disgusting tower. And I hated it because literally the balloons would be here and it's shooting off like at a cornered angle and messing the whole thing up. And it was so sickening to see. Did I mess this up? I did not know. And so when they change it to where the Spectre has never miss and then his missile thing's better, it's like, wow, it's actually really awesome. I love this. Now I'm always skeptical about getting Pursuit because right now I don't see any balloons, right? But as soon as I buy Pursuit, I'm going to see balloons because he's going to just go around the track so much that it's going to like mess it up. Watch. Okay, so far so good. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm a dum-dum. But now we need to get bigger jets. And then we need to get the camo. And then we need to get Razor rotors. And I think that's pretty much game, honestly. I think he can just handle everything. But we'll also probably get like bottom path sniper. I feel like that's middle with bottom path. That's what I use for everything anyway. So once we can cover lead, we'll be good for that. This is actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. And I'm actually really excited because if we get a good time on this, like if we ended up with a solid time, I'm talking like top 10, top 20 time, and I didn't even put like thought into it, we're just doing it as we go, then that means that placing towers, what that means is that you don't have to stress too much about all the balloons never being seen, because the fastest runs I have are ones where I'm like making sure nothing's seen. And now I don't expect this to be the fastest, but if it's a contender for top times, what that means is you don't have to stress so much on farming and stress so much on these best placements. All you have to do is just get the towers down and make sure you don't miss. And that's pretty much the game. And I think that is so cool. So let's get some Razor rotors. There we go. There we go. Look at that. This one tower does it all. He pops lead, he pops camo, and he's keeping everything at bay. And then now we're going to get the other cool sniper, and then he'll handle literally everything else and make this ridiculously easy. Now, the only problem is this guy being our only lead popper is a little sketchy, but I don't care. It's only going around 60, so he just has to pop 59, so not a big deal. I'm just wondering if I can get, well, no, I don't know. I was wondering if I should go for Apache dart ship, but we're just going to slow down doing that. So we'll just go with this bottom path one here. Now let me know too below if you made it this far and you're watching, because sometimes you make titles and you're not sure how people will perceive them, but I believe the title for this one is going to be how fast can you Black Border Monkey Meadow with only 2 towers, right? Which is exactly what we're doing. How fast can you Black Border with only 2 towers? But I feel like some people might interpret that as like, no, you're only supposed to use 2 towers the entire time. Well, one, I get that point. That's why I'm bringing this up. But the second one is I think that's boring, because honestly, I think we would just do what we did for chimps on all of them, which chimps, I think, I can't decide, but I believe it's going to be top path boomer and then mad. And then so that means we could just use a dartling and a boomer for every single game mode. Well, no, see, it already stops right there. That ends it right there. Everyone knows, because you can't do this on military and primary. There's not one tower that goes with all of them. So that already ends that problem. There we go. You know what I mean? And it makes it more fun too to make it different each time. Because yeah, we could just do dartling and boomer for all of them and be totally fine, because top path boomer, you place it here and it literally handles every single balloon. Don't have to worry about it. You get this guy up to rocket punch, rocket storm, or not even rocket storm, just the 3rd tier. And it handles all leads, all camos, all purples. It handles every single thing, all the Moabs. And then you have this guy here for cleanup. And then you get this boomerang top path first, and that carries you all the way to the 80s, no problem. And then you get the mad, and the 90s and the 100s are just easy. It's like a very simple strategy. It's kind of ridiculous, to be completely honest. So we are going to not do that because it would be boring. It'd be very boring. But I do want to incorporate at least, I want to try to get every tower in here once, but that's just not, actually that's stupid. I can't do that. Like I could maybe pull off an ice, but ice just makes every other tower bad until you get it later. Like if we start with an ice, right? It's just going to freeze it. So the only towers that can do anything at what, like an alchemist, right? because we'd have to upgrade everybody, or like maybe a mortar, I guess. But you'd have to upgrade everybody, and it would just make it bad. And that's not good. So I think the best plan would be to like skip on the glue, skip on the ice. But I'd like to try to throw in a mortar. But then the best one's going to be the bottom path, which isn't going to be that helpful. Oh, my mind. Imagine if I could put my brain power to something like useful in life, and I'm just putting all this effort into how to pop a balloon. I love it. I love it. It's cool. It's cool. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, it's just funny how the world works, you know? All right, so should I go for Elite Defender or should I go for Apache Dart Ship? I feel like Apache Dart Ship would just be safer so we don't have any problems with the leads or anything. And we could honestly probably are going to be able to get both. But I'll get Apache first because we're still not seeing balloons too much. So it's not like we're going slow. And we'll go here and then boom. There we go. Easy stuff. Look, now the sniper's not even playing as much. He's kind of slow. There we go. Love it. Dude, how cool. This is so much fun. I'm having a good time. Are you guys having a good time? Let me know below. Okay, next is Apopalypse. So we got to decide what we're doing there, right? I believe it's Apopalypse. Oh, and then we got Reverse. What a waste of time. All right, so we have Apopalypse, and that one's going to be that could prove to be tough. I think we should go with one that makes money just to be safe. And I don't have everybody in my mind because it's not right here. But money would be bottom path. What do you call that guy? What is that little dude called? The engineer. So it could be bottom path engineer, but then he can't see camo, but he can see lead if you get it in time. We could just go Dartling and no, because the Dartling's going to cost too much for everything else. I might go Druid. I think Druid's going to be the safe play there. So we'll go middle path Druid, but then will we have enough for Spirit? I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think here. I'm actually kind of nervous because I think... Oh, we can get both. That's funny. Okay, so... Okay, middle path Druid. The reason I'm saying that is because there's always those regrows, and that can overwhelm you and make you lose. So I think that's a safe bet to go with him. And he gets money if you go all the way to fourth path. So then I'm thinking a Dartling, but I think that's what I might use for Impoppable as well because of the money. But we're going to have to do it here. We'll test the viability of it, actually. So we'll go here in Apopalypse. So I think the first thing to do is going to be place the Druid right here, because all we have to do is get this guy to his other thing, and then we're fine. Now, the thing I want to do is I'm thinking about Dartling, but then I'm thinking about Chopper, but then I'm thinking about going like straight for the middle path, like all the way first. But the problem with that, I don't know. Because the middle path, like, you make money, but so slow. And the only reason I'm going Druid is because I know it's going to, like, handle those regrows, which is beautiful. But the other thing we have to consider about the Pops, which I always forget, is that, yes, the rounds come out, like, endlessly. Sure, that's fine. But sometimes it's crazy, and you'll have 30 Moabs on one little track, and you're thinking, okay, well, I can handle this. But then you really can't handle this because you don't have the appropriate tower, because we're sitting there trying to save up for, like, a chopper because I'm using $350 a time when I have my ability. So the point being is I need a tower that'll actually help us take down Moabs like pretty early on. I think like bottom path Ninja would be cool, but that would just be two towers that just aren't that great at popping Moabs until I get to the bottom path one. Okay. What can we use to pop lead, camo lead, and Moabs all at once? I think the Dartling would be that answer. What happens if it gets too overwhelmed? Then we need camo lead, but we need purple camo. Because I want to go with like the super, but this is just turning into a nightmare already. I'm not excited for this. I'm going to tell you that right now. So, okay, let's think here. Let's use our noggins. A cool one would be like top path Spike Factory, right? That would be solid. That could probably handle everything. And aren't spikes on Apopalypse like ridiculous because it doesn't know when the round's in, so it just goes forever? That could be such a gamble though if I'm wrong, and then the top path just like gets overwhelmed by a bunch of stuff. But all we have to do is pop the Moabs and pop camo lead and purples. So okay, my two choices I feel like or three choices are Chopper, middle path Dartling, or Spike Factory. What would you choose? I think Spike Factory's solid though. I think that's a really good choice. Because we're talking like top path 4th tier, right? But then we're maxed out on both these towers. Neither of them can go any farther. Okay. I think I messed up with the druid is the problem here. I'm overthinking this like hardcore, but I get that I have to. How good is Rocket Storm though against like a bunch of... I don't know. And then can I make it all the way to 4,900, but then I don't have any camo popping, huh? I should get something that pops camo now because they're going to start coming out. If they already came out around 20, we're going to start getting like overwhelmed with camo. So I don't want to lose all my lives this second. So, okay. So is it helicopter or is it dartling? Helicopter or dartling? Helicopter or dartling? Let's go dartling because I can control it. Just so I know that won't be like, hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. All right, let's get that one there. Okay, cool. So let's take out all these ones, and then we'll get this 4,900 as fast as possible, so then we can be strong, I guess. I don't know. Oh man, I'm quiet because I'm like rethinking my life choices right now doing this. I don't know if this is the smartest play. Because I've been on Apopalypse where you just get so overwhelmed with Moabs. Like I was worried about the overwhelmingness of the what do you call the regrows, and that's why we got the druid. But what if we have an overwhelmingness of Moabs and then we have really nothing? But we'll have Rocket Storm, which means we can have a storm, right? That's good. Here we go. Now that solved that problem. Okay, so now we can take out these ones, hopefully. Okay, now we can get you to there. And we're just going to lock you in for now. How about that? And as soon as I do, I'm going to regret it. As soon as I redo that, I'll regret it. I love that. All right, so we got that, most of it anyway. So we'll go laser shock for you. Get that one there. So now that's really going to help. There we go. Okay, now we can lock. This might work. This might be just fine. Oh, wow. Okay, not bad, not bad. And so far we've made 900 bucks with this guy, 960. Dude, can't even complain about that, can you? Let's do that. There we go. There we go. Rocket pods, normal. I'm gonna make sure to get this one too. Heart of Thunder. So now we got this cool little team here. What are we at now? 1280. We're gonna be about like 1,500 bucks right now. Okay, I like it. I like it. Okay, now this does nothing but gives us an ability. So I mean, if it's, oh, see, that's what I'm saying. We get 2 Moabs on 41. That's kind of crazy. Because let's say we get a ton of camos at the same time we get a ton of Moabs, then this guy's going to be overwhelmed, and then he'll have to clean up. Oh, the mess. That's going to be crazy. Think we'll have enough for 65,000 or Spirit of the Force for this ends? That's crazy too. Oh no, we're doing fine. We're fine. Dude, why am I tripping? I know how things go. Like, okay, there we go. That's exactly why I was tripping. Because now I have to use my ability off. And I need to do this just to be safe right now. Okay, next is reverse though. We got to get planning for that as I kind of get wrecked here. So reverse, we can keep it simple. Let's also think of something like fun here, which could be, oh my God, this is getting crazy. I see this is exactly my problem. Oh, these fortifies might actually be a problem right now. Because I have to fight this one. Maybe on a BFB, are you kidding me? A BFB, are you kidding me? Okay, let's do this. Let's blast it. Oh, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Okay, we got it. Oh my God, that was actually scary. But I have no idea what we're going to be doing for the next one. That's actually not good. So we're going to go to reverse. And I think the best is going to be Let's just do something crazy. Like, let's go with a super and a bottom path ninja. I know it's going to sound really silly, but this will be cool. Watch this. Actually, I have no idea. This might be a really bad plan, but I'm thinking like, okay, for camo purples. No. So we're going to go super, but middle path with bottom path. So it'll see camo, but it'll be a robo monkey. It'll be like the worst cross path super. But since it's a straight line, which actually I don't know if he'll fit on this straight line now, it might be a bad idea. Since it's a straight line, he'll be able to handle it all. But then I think my mistake here is that now we're going to have to go really slow, because when you try to do like ninjas only chimps, it is possible, but you end up with, oh man, you go really slow because you have to rely on the leads from the flashbang. And the only way to get that is to like sacrifice all your stuff. Maybe not though. Maybe we can still get sharp shurikens. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just give it a shot. We're trying to change things up and go fast. So, I mean, it's cool. And if we get that super going, even with the silly path, it's going to be all crits and it'll just shoot down this line and not let anything by. It'll be pretty cool. Because it's really only the camo leads that's destroying us, because we can get by with a lead pop, we can get by with the camo poppers, but just that one round of lead camo balloons on 59 can literally change the game for you. That's so crazy to me if you think about it. All right, so now we need, after this one is going to be, what's after reverse? Oh, we're into hard mode. That's where things might get a little interesting, because now we have to go the distance. So, ooh-wee. But we're limited on our tower choices. We really are. Like, I'm never going to use a glue because none of them will work for it. The bomb, maybe in this one in the 80s, but then think about 78. You have to have something sufficient enough to pop all of the camo rush at the end of 78. That eliminates a lot of the towers you can use. 63 too, like you have to make sure you have a great tower of 63. So if we just go like top path Desperado, we can get top path rocked, because it just might be a bad call there. All right, so 2250. This is a dumb idea. What was I thinking? I'm just trying to be cool for you guys and be different and like try different things, but I don't like what my plan is. Let me think though. What if we went like, okay. No, I was going to say, let's go top path Mermonkey for one of these rounds. But the top path Mermonkey can't do anything. He can't even pop lead. Only the middle path can, and that's $1 million. So that's never going to happen. Mermonkey's donkey. All right, so it could pop camo though. So it could be one of our towers, and then we could get something else with it. But we can't get a water tower because it's going to take too long to get the top path and it just won't work. But we could go top path and like a super. It pops camo purples. Yeah, we could go super and, oh, let's see how super does here with the middle path, which will be silly. And then we'll go like super top path with the... Can Mermonkey solo in the beginning though? I feel like that's not a thing. Oh, this is sick right here. Look at this. Yes, baby. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. This is what I wanted to see. Okay. So what if, okay. What if we go Mermonkey, right? And we go top path just enough to get the super at 2500. That's asking a lot. That's asking a lot. Like, that's asking so much. I'm actually not sure if that's going to even be possible. I do want to use a Merm though, a Mermonkey. I want to try it out, see if it'll even work. All right, I might need camo for this guy, but it's never gonna happen. So I feel like I should just worry about Bloons first, like a Moabs first. And now we can do it, I guess. Well, I guess we have to. It's a bad idea to go this path, to be completely honest with you. Oh man. I'm still racking my brain for the Mermonkey. So we could go Mermonkey into super, if it's possible. We'll sacrifice some time and some lives, but once we get it, we can go like full on, we can go like Sun Avatar, and that should be fine. With the top path Mermonkey and the pierce of that thing, we should be okay. And then he'll handle the camo purples. And then he'll handle everything else. It could be beautiful. It could be a great thing. Oh, but who's gonna pop lead on 28? See, already done. See, that would have been a really bad idea. So I'm glad we didn't do that. Stupid. This guy can actually handle the... I don't need to go Robo Monkey, but I guess my plan of attack was to just have all the crits and then also be able to pop the camo. Because we could have gone like top path with bottom, but then it ruins the purples. And this guy's kind of slow, so I was nervous for it. That's why I thought this would be a better play. I still think it is. And it's not like we're going to have a problem. We're only going around 60. I just didn't want to have any issues. So go 7,500 with this one. Now, see, my Mermonkey idea already is trash. That's what a stupid thing. And then this is what I wanted to see though. Now we're going to move quick, but we should have moved quick earlier. All right. So now for the next one, we can go Mermonkey, but we need something that can pop lead early on. What pops lead early on that would also be useful? We could go with the wizard. That could be cool. We can go wizard or Mermonkey. That could be kind of fun. Let's try that. Let's do that a go. Let's do a wizard and Mermonkey and see what happens with it. I just watched to find out on round 25 he can't pop purple, the top path, and I'll just be pretty upset about it, but we'll see. Well, that's it. We're done. Game over. Like, this will take us all the way to 60 with ease. Look at all those crits, and then he's going to take out all the Moab class. I'd love to have him up front, like right here, but then the only reason was so we could pop everything in the earlier rounds. But look, we're never going to see anything go past here now. This is sick. I lied. Leads will go past us. But guys, our normal timing for leaving medium mode and starting with hard mode, which hard mode is more than half of the time we spend here, is around 48 minutes. So if we can beat these next 8 rounds in the next 30 seconds, we're going to be on top time for like a top 10, 15th place. And we're using 2 towers each time. So that's pretty sick if that actually happens here. Now, I don't think so because we have been going a little slow. It's just because normally if this was regular reverse, I'd be stacked right here with a bunch of tack shooters and boomerangs, and I'd be throwing towers down to make sure that we don't have any problems and we're going quick as we can. So you got to do what you got to do. But we're going to be, within the 48 minutes, not like exactly 48. So as long as we can finish in I guess another minute, we'll be okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Hurry up. I really want to beat this now. I really want to go faster. Go, 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 go. So what did I say though? I said Mermonkey and Wizard, middle path wizard. That'd be fun. Let's do that one. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Uh-oh, now I can't pop purples. Oh no, I still can pop purples. I always forget about these things. Don't do that. Don't do that later on, dude. Don't be a dum-dum. Well, let's go here. Gone. Okay, cool. We're still in the 48 minutes. That's actually sick. We're doing really good. All right, so medium, done. We got our silver border on the standard. We're going to drop a Mermonkey and a wizard. It's going to be stupidly dumb, but it's going to be awesome. So we're going to go Mermonkey here, right there. We're going to go wizard next to it as soon as we can, right here. I want to put it like right there, but I understand. We'll just go here. I think fire would be safer first, and then we'll start getting our Mermonkey up. But once we have the 865, we'll go a lot quicker. Both of these are going to be slow. I did not think of that. That's actually not cool. But at least it'll be safe, because we need to test out some different theories here. See, I should be going like global towers for this entire scenario, huh? This is kind of silly. Oh man, that's a bummer. All right, we'll figure it out. Should I mean, I'm wondering if like restarting is quicker than letting all the balloons come out this much. But it's just the last balloon, remember? So it's like just those last couple seconds. I don't think it's that big of a deal. $410. And watch this guy, I swear, watch this guy not be able to pop purple. And I'll be pretty upset about that. But we'll know on, I think, 24 or 25, huh? So I'll be good. All right, now the next one after this is going to be double HP Moabs. That's going to be sketchy because, well, it's double HP Moabs. That first round 40 is going to be awful. So what should we do for that? I don't actually know. I think for that one, I want to go Desperado. We might be starting to reuse the couple towers that we've used in the beginning just to make sure we're safe here, because we are getting into the harder stuff. But it shouldn't be too difficult, actually. Half cash was going to be crazy. Can you imagine half cash with 2 towers? What are we actually going to use is beyond me, but I'm pretty sure I was thinking Churchill. I know it sounds crazy, but he levels up himself, so we don't have to worry about money. So I feel like Hero is the way to go for that, like 1000%. And then as far as our second tower, we need something cheap to get to Churchill, so it's probably going to be a dart, like a dart and Churchill. I'm thinking Sharpshooter can handle the first Moab. And as long as we can getting Churchill is what I'm scared of, because $2,000 on half cash might as well be $20,000. So that's where it's kind of scary. But I think we should be fine. Now I need to pop this Moab, so I need to get Dragon's Breath for sure. Okay, we can pop purple, but very poorly. Oh no, dude, that was wicked. I'm thinking once we get him upgraded, he won't be as bad though. I mean, I could be wrong. Watch us lose to that. That'd be so silly. All right, 35. The goal would be to get to the Fire Phoenix, and then we wouldn't have to worry about really anything, because then he'll be global tower. Okay, that's good. We're good there. So I'm actually going to... I think I should skip Abyssal Warrior and just go straight for Summon Phoenix, because then we'll move so much faster. Yes, like a lot faster. If I can get 6,000 in the next by round 40, we'll be okay. All right, so double HP. What are we going to do? I think top path Desperado would be a solid choice. Honestly, even bottom path Desperado would be really cool, because he can do that Moab stall thing and just destroy them. He's a Moab destroyer. Bottom path Ninja would be sick for that, like a Master Bomber. But what do we use to clean everything up that needs to also pop camo in case he can't handle it? We could do... Trying to think. It's the purples that scare me, because, like, again, Super would be a great tower, but I'm just worried about it. We could go... Something that makes money is what's great, but we only have the bottom path Engineer, the middle path Druid, middle path Helicopter, which would just be kind of silly. And then what else for money? We could go, oh, Sniper, middle path Sniper, but I think I'm going to use that for Impoppable. I think that's going to be our safe play there. So I don't want to do that. I want to save that for later. I'm going to go here, because I need money and popping power on Impoppable, right? So now we can do this. Go here, pop this one like that. There we go. Now we're safe, and now hopefully I can just keep going quicker by using the ability. Every time it's up, I'll use it just to be fast. But it's going to take forever to get back here, huh? Now 54,000, is that even possible, or should I just get Lord of the Abyss? But I'm just going to go so slow though. I'm kind of bummed I did this. I should have at least put them on the other side. We haven't even gotten around us yet, so it's not like we're going so... It's not like they're going to be too difficult for us. We are going to see our first 63 though. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that. Is this guy good enough for 63? Can he handle it, or are we going to lose on 63? That would be pretty crazy. So Master Bomber. What else though? Trying to think here. What's going to destroy Moabs quickly? We need something that, like, bottom path would be cool because he could just delete them with his ability or his bottom path thing, his trap. But that's cost a lot of money. That's not something realistic. What else just yeets him down to nothing? I really do want to say, like, top path Desperado would be clean for just pretty much everything we throw at it. So that would be cool. And then we just need to clean up. And it needs to be able to pop camo lead on 59. So we can get this one relatively easy. And then what would be our cleanup though? We could go... We could go super. No, because I can't get Desperado to a super. I'm going to end up losing all my lives before that even happens, huh? Maybe not though. Maybe not if we have an ability. Oh, this is racking my brain right now. I want to say Master Bomber is going to be our best bet because it doesn't care. It's just going to destroy everything instantly. But that's saying if we can get to Master Bomber. That's a lot of money. What about like Middle Path Sniper and Master Bomber? That's dangerous too though. What am I thinking here? Oh my god, my brain is hurting so bad. So I was trying to get to 54,000 before 63. I don't think it's going to happen. So I think we'll just probably have to get Lord of the Abyss. But we're doing pretty good on money. Might as well. Nothing I can do about it now. All right, how does this thing take out BFBs? Are we going to be okay? Oh yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, and I can keep using my ability here too. I'm trying to think of how I could get to the boomerang though. Double HP. I got a plan. Let's just do it. What I would like to do is go Master Bomber and Blazing Suns, but I'm kind of nervous about the big rushes with Master Bomber. Like the balloons might overwhelm us on like 78 and it might literally make us lose. And that would be very, very, very sad and bad to see. What if we do... Oh man, I'm just trying to go quick here too and make us that money. This is crazy to me. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, we're gonna go top path Desperado and Super Monkey for double HP. I feel like that's the way to do this. Oh no, Magic Monkey's next. Oh my, I'm wasting all this time thinking about it. It's Magic Monkeys. What an idiot. And I should have used the wizard for that one. So I think for that one, Spirit would be solid, huh? It'd be easiest to use Spirit. And then the wizard, honestly. But then we can't pop camo purple, so that's a bad idea. How about... Dude, Magic Monkeys only might be tough. Unless we go Master Bomber and Super like we're going to do anyway. I have an idea. I have an idea. Well, how about we go Super in Spirit of the Forest? That's a solid idea. Because now we can handle... Well, no, huh? Because 59? That means we have to have... This is so brain-working. It means we have to have Spirit of the Forest by 59. Otherwise, we can't pop lead. Because then we can't pop camo purple with the Super. So we lose that ability. Oh my absolute goodness. Archmage and Middle Path Super without the purple popping. Because, oh no, we can't pop lead until we have $10,000. There is a problem with literally every single thing I think of. This is actually driving me crazy. We're going to have to go Master Bomber and Super. That's all we can do. And hope that it works. Or Master Bomber and Archmage. Let's do that. We just have to hope that literally what we're hoping for is that the Master Bomber can handle all the camo purples. Otherwise, we're done for. That's our scary thing. We might not even win Hiss. And we're at $2,000 off. Are you kidding me? Okay. Oof. Okay, Master Bomber Archmage. That's all we can do here. And I can't believe I've been thinking this that much through. Like, okay, we're going to audible this one more time. I'm going to go Wizard first. Like right here. All right, hear me out. So I think if we can solo Wizard, because I can't think of the other tower. So I wanted to go Archmage, right? But I have had experiences which just popped into my head. If we go top path Archmage, there's a chance it won't even be able to beat 63. I know it was Infernal, but I remember a long time ago, I got the Archmage by 63 on Infernal and I lost. And I was very, very, very upset by this because I was like, I have a 5th tier tower and it sucks. Like, what is the problem here? But then I realized, what are the towers I always go for when I go Magic Monkeys only on my Black Border runs? I go with bottom path Wizard, or I go with the Spirit of the Forest. Now, Spirit of the Forest would be really, really cool, but I believe I sell all my towers to get there, if I remember correctly, so that could be bad. Plus, if I go for the Druid, he's going to take away all the graveyard pops on this guy, which would just make him completely useless. So I'm thinking we don't go Druid and we find another tower, but it needs to be able to pop purples because clearly this guy can't until I get to his $3,000 upgrade, which is not by 25. So we've seen something simple and easy that pops purples. It could just be like a regular ninja. But now the problem is I really want a super. But if I buy a super, hear me out. If I buy a super and I get it all the way to camo purple popping power, and then I don't get the bottom path 5th tier by the time we get to 63, game over, done, we lost. And that would be really, really a big bummer. So I'm thinking a good idea would be to put a ninja right here. But then we're spending so much money on flashbang and its ability. Oh man, this sucks. This sucks. What if I could just get all the way there? If we could just solo it, let's just see if we can solo. If we can do that, then I don't have to worry about anything, and we can just literally just walk through this entire game. Let's see here. Yes, so far so good. Maybe 16, 20. No, there's no way, right? Yeah, there's no way. I mean, we could try. I mean, we won't lose, but we're going to lose a lot of time because what's going to happen is we have to fight. Well, we need purples, and that's just going to literally take away like 100 lives. So, and if I decide to go with a ninja here, then that's it. We can't go back from that decision, and then that could be really bad. But we're not going to have enough for a super anyway, so I guess that's the answer. Okay, that's cool. We could also go top path ninja. Yeah, I could go top path ninja. I don't have to buy either right now. We could just think about it while we're getting this one up. Perfect. Oh, but the Moab. Duh, the Moab. It's not going to work. But top path would help. There's that option too. I think the best would be, the safest option is going to be to get the one that blows up Moabs and then get the $3,000 one first, because what's going to happen is he's going to keep blowing up Moabs in range of this guy. So he'll have a constant graveyard that goes all the time, and then we'll easily be able to get to our buddy. But now the problem is, what if our buddy can't handle all the BFBs through the 60s and we can't get enough for Master Bomber? And then guess what? We're back where we started because we just lost. There's always that option. But see, now he should have constant graveyard. Or not. So I need to like, what? I need to put it back here then? I thought the graveyard works that you pop Bloons in its range. So what's the problem we're having here? And he's just popping beforehand. So I need to put him like right here, honestly. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Now, honestly, what I would like to do is see if we can take out the Moab on our own, but I know we can't. So I feel like I'm going to have to go with the Master Bomber guy. And that could be pretty dangerous here. Yeah, dang it, dudes. Dang it, dudes. And we might not have enough for it, to be completely honest. Because what I'll do is I'll wait till 40 and then double tap it. Because I might not even have enough for it, to be completely honest with you. And he didn't pop it in range anyway. Okay, that's good. I guess that's what we're going to have to do. So leave it on strong. Now, please, please, please give me 28,000 by 63. Otherwise, we are done for. Oh, God, this is awful. This might be our fastest run yet, but it also could be our most dangerous. This is scary stuff here. All right, so far so good. Oh, but we have to take 58 out, huh? This should be fine. I mean, like worst case scenario, I think I'm allowed to click this and then it'll lift it up for a minute and it'll just go out towards the end. So we should be okay. So far so good. Let's see what 50 is about. I'm a little worried about 57, but you know, whatever. Pop. Okay, cool. It does pop in range, so that's great. So now here's the thing too. If we don't have Master Bomber by 80, I think we're done for too, right? Because we can't pop the MOA or the ZOMG with what we have here. But I mean, I think technically he could take out the ZOMG. We'll just lose all of, if we lose all of our graveyard by that time, that could be really bad. So there could be still some downsides here. Yes, we're kicking some butts, but those butts might not be kicked for long. But I think his range is going to be ridiculous too. So we can back things off and make them longer too. So there's that. Look at us go though. This is a good trio or duo. Sorry, duo. 28, 620, almost there. There we go. Okay, cool. Then we could back the range off a little bit too. Now we should always have a full graveyard unless the round's like super short, right? Or like it takes forever. That's not what I meant. For them to come out. Because if it takes like 5 minutes in between each BFB or something, then that's when you have your problems. But we're good so far. Now we've seen $40,000 and we got our Master Bomber and we just beat this thing up as far as we could. We got to hope this can take 63 too. How long do these graves last? Let's see how long they last. Because if they last the full length, then we'll be okay. They do not. They disappear very quickly. Okay. So that answers that question. How about here then? How far do they go here? They disappear right there. That's actually perfect. I'm okay with that. It gives us a little bit of a time to like fight, you know? Look at this. Look at this go. Come on, 63. Come on, 63. I'm excited. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. That's really silly, actually. There used to be a time, like, believe it or not, I believe, actually, no, don't quote me on that. There was a time when this thing was like all powerful. It was like the best tower in the game. I don't know how much they've nerfed it since then and brought it back. I know they nerfed it since then, but I don't know if they brought it back from then. So it could still be a massive monster of doom. But there was a point when this thing was just destroyer of worlds. Literally nothing could touch it. It was crazy. So, but as you can see, it's still really good. It's pretty much soloing. Like, I mean, this guy has 12,000 pops. Whoop-de-doo. We don't even need him there. I think he is helping though, right? Yeah, because I really don't see us getting the 43,000. So I watch us lose on the ZOMG. Oh my goodness. Now, I do think that if you go top path with this, if you go bottom path with top path, you get a longer range of this stuff, right? So that would be kind of cool. We wouldn't get our cool fire, though, so that's kind of lame. What would be cool is like 10,000 graveyard, because it's like you're constantly maxing, which means that you have the capacity to go a lot larger before it empties it. So that'd be cool if it was just like an ultimate doomer. All right, 10 more rounds, $20 more thousand. Can we do it? And the only reason I say it is because on 79, you have two, I believe you have two fortified BFBs. And so you take up most of your graveyard trying to take those out because one, they're too slow, and two, they just take a lot of your graveyard. So you end up having like 500 for the ZOMG that you can't even start to destroy. And I think this guy takes what, 4 or 5 of them to fight them. So like 4 or 5 of his little mini bombs, the sticky bombs. So all this could be for a loss on 80. That'd be really funny, actually. Or even 75 we could lose, huh? Oh my god, I didn't think about that. Oh man, 2 tower. Watch Magic Monkeys only be the death of us. Because I know we can 2 towers chimps it. I know we can 2 towers half cash it. I know we can 2 towers Impoppable it. Actually, I think I know. Like, I could get there and get dunked on. So there's that too. All right, take those graveyards. Get them, get them. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad. A little scary, but not bad. 78 though, huh? Dude, I just can't catch a break here. I'm just nervous the whole way through. See, we need more. Look our graveyard. It's going away. Okay, there it's back. There it's back. How much is give me like $3,000 more dollars? Okay, come on. Big rush, big rush, big rush. Okay. Come on, big dog. Come on, big dog. Come on, big dog. Okay. Okay, come on. Oh god, we got it. We got it. Now we can't lose. Now we're done. We're done. That's a guaranteed win. I'm happy about it. Okay, cool. We're going to max out this forever and for always. It's so crazy, like when you're just a couple of grand off of what your goal, it's so slow. It feels like time has stopped. But then after you get your goal, look, we already have $7,000 in 2 rounds. It's ridiculous. That's how this game is, though. It's funny. All right, so what are we doing for the next one, though? I didn't even think about that. But look at our graveyard. See what I'm saying there? That went down to 2,100. So we're doing double HP, and I can't decide what I wanted to do. I don't remember. Okay, so double HP. I think we should go with this guy here. I think we should go this one and start it here. And then, I know it sounds crazy, but we'll make a bunch of money. And money's always good. And I should have gone 270 for larger service first. What a dummy. Okay, now what do we want for our second, though? We need to go all the way to round 80 with double HPs. So, not a dart. A boomer could be solid, but I'm not really a fan because we need camo lead. We need camo lead, and we need camo purple, and we need just camo in general. So how about a mortar? Like a bottom path mortar would be sick, but it would suck until we got there. Like we would not be able to fight a Moab. We could go with this one, but that would be bad. I think we're really kind of just stuck with either like a top path or a middle path. Yeah, dude, there's really not much you can do with this setup. I think I kind of just like shot myself in the foot on this. What we should have done is gone top path Desperado and a super monkey. That would have been solid, and it would have got the job done. So that's my bad. I think what we'll do then is go with this one, and I think we're just gonna have to go with an MAD, or a helicopter. Like I said before, it could be pretty solid. But then you're with like the bad helicopter, and that's what I'm kind of nervous about. And it might not be enough to take everything down, or it might be fine. Let's just get our money. God, this breaks my brain. This totally breaks my brain. The problem with the helicopter too is as soon as I get it onto pursuit, then we're going to have our problems. That's the issue, huh? What if we went with middle path? Then we can't take out the Moab. But yeah, I was going to say, as soon as we get our pursuit, it's just going to sit there and suck. So I'd have to like lock it in place over here, control it myself, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it is kind of scary. Same with this though. This is going to be a problem. Pretty much everything we choose is going to be a problem. Wow, I did not think this plan through. I wish I knew more about the bottom path Desperado. I feel like that would be a safe choice here. But the lead, oh, camo lead, never mind. That's not going to work, huh? So here we can do this though, which is cool. And I should have moved him over to where this doesn't touch there. That sucks. Because now I'd like to double up with this thing, and I'm going to mess up with that. So, like it needs to go here, and if it does that though, then it's not good. Okay, now we're good. We're safe. I need to like reset this thing though, huh? Yep. See, like I barely missed and he's like hitting them all. That's crazy. All right, so now we got our stuff here. We got our camo availability. I think Chopper's the best way to go, to be completely honest. Lock in place here. Yeah, this is pretty solid. I like this idea. Now we can pop lead, camo lead, everything. And this guy's already made a few $1,000, which is cool. Now what I'd like to do obviously is get the XXL trap first, because then those double HPs literally mean nothing to us, but that's for neither here or there. That's later. Was this a bad idea? No, we're making money. That's never a bad idea, right? Right. Am I right or am I wrong? I just feel like I should have done better synergy. Like I said, first off, have it here, the trap, and then second, I should have a tower that doesn't really affect this, like so. Because that was really bad. I need to start from the beginning. That was bad. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to start that one over. We're gonna have to go here. Oh, this is slowing us down significantly. Okay, so we'll follow mouse and then we'll put you back here just in case. Attack, attack, attack. We don't have to go slow. That's no point. Hit those razor rotors on it. Oh, we didn't even have to use that. Okay. Okay, here. We need to save up all the money we can get. How cool. Okay. We're good. We're good. And I'll definitely have this by 50. Okay, here. This guy's made 9 grand. That's not bad. There we go. I can kind of just like lock this guy in place right here. Yeah, that's fine. Now the question is, do I go for Apache Prime? Well, Apache Prime will handle the game, so we'll be okay at that point. But I'm thinking like if I got XXL Trap, that would handle the game too, but how much better? Because then I would make a lot of money too. So let's just put it like this. If I can get XXL Trap by like 65 or something, then we'll go XXL Trap and then buy this one for the 70s. Because we'll have enough for everything, I feel like. Otherwise, I'm just being greedy just for no reason. And this is like a perfect range too. So as soon as he opens that up, those start attacking. So it's cool. Obviously though, the way to make more money would have been to put this here and then put this guy back here. Then we'd have a lot more money, but what are you gonna do? This guy's made 18 grand. I can't complain. So once I get on this thing, it's like, it's for sure gone. Like, that's good. Because I guess my concern is that, like, if I get the XXL trap, I know for sure I can beat this. Because I'll have enough for both by the end if I get it relatively soon. But if I get this one first and he's not strong enough to take down everything, I won't get the XXL trap because I'll have to have this guy in pursuit to even be able to pop most of the stuff. So the last few rounds might be a struggle. That's what I'm kind of nervous of. All right, see, like this one, but we should be able to take it out. No, see, this is what I'm talking about. But a prime is really good, so I'm like, oh, what do we do? What do we do? Honestly, I feel like if I got prime, I'd be fine. But I just don't want to like risk it. And look at this, of course. You're getting so struggleific here too. I love it. Dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I think I have to get prime, huh? That's actually kind of cool. I think I can get both now. Let's do it. Look at that go. That's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. It literally never ends. Oh my goodness. So I need to move this back like a tiny little bit so it can hit both. Because when they do come back around, we need to make sure it hits them both. Like right there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So let them attack. Who cares? Let them hit just like a little bit. It's safer this way. Because he can't hit the leads anyway. Oh my goodness. I love this. I love this. This is so sick to me. And what I'm going to be bummed about is when I do buy the Apache Prime, I'm going to feel like it'll probably be just fine. Like it'll be fine on its own. And I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, I should have gotten this one first because it's so good, or I need it to get both, but I don't even think I need both. He's almost made all of this money on his own since we've gotten him. I think he was at like, he might have been at like 15,000 or so. That's actually not fully true, but he has made enough to buy the Apache Prime, which is sick. Okay, let's do it. Watch, now it'll keep, I just don't think it'll keep all the Moabs at the screen like we thought they would. Yeah, so he's still chasing, but he would have been better. All right, next is Half Cash, and we're going to switch our hero because I think I'm going to go Churchill, and I'm going to go, yeah, I think Churchill and probably Dart Monkey so I can get to Churchill. Now, the biggest thing for that one is being able to get to Churchill. If for whatever reason we can't, or by the time we get to lead we can't get Churchill, then there's our problem. We lost. That's not going to work. We have to think of something else. But I just figured because we won't have money, I don't really want to be upgrading stuff. If I have to rely on somebody to upgrade for 63, then we're going to be totally done for. I would like to go like bottom path bomb, but it can't pop camo and it can't pop camo lead. So then we're just kind of stuck with that, and that's going to be bad. But that would totally take down 63. So we just don't really have much 63 defense. This is why I want to go with Churchill, because I feel like he'll be super strong. And who knows, we might even get enough to like get a crossbow master. That'd be pretty sick. All right, let's see here. We're almost there. Yeah, we would have been just fine with the heli pilot. That's kind of stupid of me, but whatever. Oh, maybe not though. Maybe this guy's helping like so much. You have no idea. Like it could just be like completely destroying everything. Like it won't even pop this open, I think. Yeah, it'll just take it. There we go. Got $5,000 for that. That's pretty sick. Oh, no. We don't need this. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, I hate these things. All right, so let's go here, play hard, and then we're on half cash, but we're going to change our hero to church, and we're going to do it this way. Oh, this is going to be gross. It's going to be super gross, but I think it'll work. And it's going to be slow, too. That's the problem. But if I put this here, right, and I go like this, I should be fine. He should not only pop most of the stuff on his own, like a crossbow master, just a regular crossbow should get us all the way to 28. So we just have to hope that we can get Churchill in time. $19.45 for a hero though. I'm actually nervous. I don't think we're gonna make it before we lose. I mean, like we're fine. We have 125 lives plus mana shield if it comes back. Like if we lose too much. But it's just seeing us get like $40 or $50 for the end of the round. It's just so sketch. I don't like it at all. Super scary. Like we won't even have, like normally we'd have 620 by the end of this round. I don't think that's gonna happen right now. Nope, 520. So that was $80. Not even. It was 50. We got $50 right there. That's disgusting. So maybe at the end of this one. Maybe at the end of this one. The end of this one. Yes, there we go. And we'll buy this. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. But what if this... Okay, I know for a fact that we can't get through just a regular crossbow. What if we can get through with just one quick shots? I never do this though. I always buy like both. But what if we can't get Churchill in time? We need it by 28. We don't have enough for I'm just going to go for it. We have to take the risk. Well, no, we can just buy it later. We don't have to buy it right now. Why am I being dumb? Like if it gets too scary, we can hit home and then buy it later. Like it's not that big of a deal. And I would have put him here, but I really thought having like this last bit of cleanup will come in really handy. Like let's say 63 comes through and we're fighting with both Churchill and just like a sharpshooter. It might be cool to use Churchill's ability. Well, with that, see, that's what I'm scared about. I don't even know if we're going to make it that far. It's like, this is sketch right here, but at least we have this comeback. Yeah, look at us go. Look at us go. I love it. And that was 15. So as long as we can get Churchill by, no, that's not going to happen. I'll say like by 22, because 22 is pretty rough. I know that. But I don't think it's going to happen. This is so sketchy. Oh my God. I think actually I mentioned earlier though that we'll maybe call it. What did I even say it out loud? I think I want to call this video how fast can you black border with only 2, but I think what if we just call it can you black border with only 2? Because this has been me the entire time. It's just like, oh my God, can we do it? Oh my gosh, is this gonna work? Oh my gosh, is this gonna work? And that's pretty much been this entire run so far. Okay, I'm gonna buy this because it's scaring me. I have to see. That's what I'm saying though. But then I realize I have a mana shield that it doesn't really matter. Idiot. Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever. We'll be fine as long as we get it within the next few rounds here, which we should. Just enough to pop lead. That's all we need, guys. That's all we need. Purples, purples, purples. Oh my God. Watch us lose a bunch of stuff at the very end here. These zebras are going to come at us hot. Okay, there we go. Here. Yeah. On 27, you can't ask for more. That is sick. Okay. So now I know 1,000,000% we can take out the Moab, because as long as he's level 5 or something, he has that machine gun. Even if he didn't, we have his ability and can just blast everything to Kingdom Come. And then we'll for sure have Sharpshooter by 40. So we got 40 down. It's just a matter of through the 50s. And then by then we could possibly, maybe have the Sharpshooter up to a Crossbow Master. And then we're like our for sure game. We won. I don't think we need Churchill if we can get the Crossbow Master. Oh my goodness. Now, what do we do about the awful, the ugly, these terrible alternate Bloon rounds? That one I am nervous. I do not know what to do. I think middle path mad for sure. I think we're going to have to step it up here and go with what we're going to be using. So the mad, we're going to go for probably, it could change, but alternate Bloon rounds will be a mad. And we're using a mad and a boomerang on chimps. That's my plan to go to. I think that'll be fine on chimps. Now, Impoppable, I think we're going to go sniper, and we're going to go top path. What do you call that thing? Top path Gatling gun, Dartling gunner. Because I think if we use the top path or the middle path sniper, we'll have enough money to buy that thing in time, which would be sick. If anything, it'll offset it so we can beat it. And it might be a total destroyer of worlds, because the middle path with top path pops lead, it pops camo with the sniper, it pops everything we need it to, just not very well. So you pair that with the top path, even the 4th tier of the laser beam Gatling gunner, and you're destroying worlds. So that's really sick. And then, hear me out, for that's Impoppable. We have chimps down. Now alternate, I'm thinking we go mad and man, I really want to say like top path Desperado, but the problem is we won't have lead in time. Look at us around 40, by the way. I didn't even use an ability. Top path Desperado, that's not going to work. What do we use for lead on alternate Bloon rounds? We could just use a variation, use middle path sniper, and yeah, we could do that. We could use middle path sniper and a mad for 80 for alternate. That's actually a great idea. Let's just do that. That'll guarantee a victory, and we'll know we won't like get wrecked like halfway through, because these last 3 rounds are going to be the hardest. And I only say that because we're going to have like tons of BFBs and fortified ZOMGs and things like that on alternate. So we want to make sure we have something good. I would say bottom path Dartling just to change it up, but then who's going to pop? Actually, the camo lead's going to be the sniper. I could put the middle path Dartling right here, the bottom path Dartling, and it'll shred everything. And the sniper over here, and then making sure all the balloons don't get by. Oh, that could be actually pretty sick. I think that's a good plan. I like that plan. I'm doing it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So change things up just enough. But so far, guys, this is golden. This is the easiest one, which is so goofy to me. I hope we have problems, but I don't want problems. And I think we will, by 63, have $22,000. I don't see why not, because we made it this far in 10 rounds. So in the next 10 rounds, we'll get more money even. And then this got a lot better attack speed than $49. Can't beat that. See, that's exactly my point. When plans work out, it feels so good. Like, he's getting better, and I don't have to spend any money, so I can focus on my one tower, because that's all the money I'm going to have is one tower when it comes to half cash. This is sick. I'm so stoked. And I think we're still doing good on time. I think we are still going to have a good time here, which is crazy cool. Like, I'm having a good time. Like, for sure. Are you guys having a good time? Because I for sure am. All right, so this is like a little taste. Well, 55 will be like a little taste of 63. And as you can see, this one's a little overwhelming. So 63 will destroy us for sure. I can maybe get past the first rush. But all I need is 5 grand and 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds. I don't see why it should be a problem. I know we're not going to have level 10 by the time we get 60 for that BFB. So I would rather have the Crossbow Master by 60 so we can, no, he'll take out the Moab no problem. I have the ability. Yeah, we'll be fine, dude. I think we're gonna be fine. But then like I feel like between 57 and 63 there's no money, because I'm always like, okay, we're almost there, like just get there, and then it never comes, and then you're just like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Kind of feel like that's a lot of the times here. I say we just need $2,000. Come on, baby. So heartbreaking to see like $50 at the end of the round though. It's so sucky. Okay, this one will just use an ability. Make sure it gets out of there without any problems. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we're done. That's before 63. Who cares? We're done. Oh my god. What did I say? Dartling and what? Ah, brain fart. Dartling and... I didn't say Desperado, did I? That's not a good plan. I said something with lead popping. What pops lead that I came up with? Oh man, I already don't remember. Oh, Sniper. Yeah, we can test to see if the Sniper is going to do good on Impoppable by getting through with alternate balloon rounds. If it can handle alternate, then it should be able to handle getting us enough money. Because one thing I am nervous about is that it does cost a lot to get us to that Sniper. And I'm going to want to like shoot for that Sniper quick, because I need the money to start coming in. But once you start shooting for $8,000 upgrades, they're not good. And so they're not good upgrades. And so the next thing you know is that you have this bad tower and not enough money yet. But if I go the alternate route and get my good guy up, then I won't have any. Oh, I didn't even think about that. We're going to be stuck with that shotgun bottom path for like several dozen rounds, because the next upgrade is 12,000. Oh man, that could be actually rough. We'll have to see. And then the first Moab is a fortified. Oh god. And oh man, the Sniper's not going to do anything to that. That's actually dangerous. Just get out of here. We're done already, guys. Get out of here. Oh my absolute goodness. We'll try to figure this out though. One of these days, though, I do want to redo Monkey Meadow with everything that we have, but sillily enough, we do not even have all the monkey knowledge unlocked on my account where I'm only black bordering. So we are strictly only black bordering. We did do one Odyssey at one point because I wanted trophies to get the Name Your Monkey trophy thing item, so we could start naming monkeys of the people viewing the videos, which was really cool for a while. But other than that, I've only done the black borders, and I'm only getting experience from doing those. And I think we're at a level 100, right? Or close to it. But the problem is monkey knowledge does not come quick. And so I still have like 15 monkey knowledge that I need, even though we're near black bordering done every single map. So you're expected to do the races, the boss events, the Odysseys, the collections, all that kind of stuff to like actually unlock your account. So that's kind of crazy. But I mean, it's still cool. But my point being is that at the end, I would like to redo some of my bad maps. Like Shoots, we lost like 3 times. It's ridiculous. And now we barely lose at all, if anything, right? Unless it's like the first couple of rounds, because I practiced them beforehand. These were just like diving in, and Shoots was so bad. So I'd like to redo Shoots. I'd like to redo, what else do we have to redo here? Town Center was just slow because it was our 3rd map ever played. And so again, we had all those pop-ups keep popping up, and we leveled up every 5 seconds. Glacial Trail, I don't think we lost. I think it was just a slow map. I'm just going through all my like last path ones here. Dark Path was slow, and I don't know why. That one's like a quick map. I must have messed up. I must have failed. Yeah, every time it's a really bad time, it's like because I failed something. So again, I would really appreciate to like redo Town Center and Shoots at least, because I think I can get Town Center, Shoots, and Monkey Meadow. I can get all of them down pretty quickly. Shoots, that's a little tough because it comes down the sides and most of your defense is in the middle. So it's just a slow, some maps are just slower than others, nothing you can do about it. I mean, that's just the name of the game. Like Bazaar was kind of slow because even if you have a solid tier strat, in the beginning rounds, you're splitting your defenses. So you kind of have to have everybody in the middle, and it's just slow to get to it versus something like Logs. You can put everybody up front and just not let anything get past you, which is crazy. But we're there, guys. We're there. This is double HP mobs, which is why it's taking so long, but we're destroying them, which is pretty sick. I think this is double HP, right? Like, did I click on the wrong thing? Like, they feel pretty strong, don't they? Actually, did I do... What if I made a mistake? I could have. I could have screwed up royally, which would have been pretty funny, actually, but who cares? Look at that thing go. That's pretty sick. Okay, cool. No, that feels like a double HP. Is it double HP? Track on hard. Was that just regular hard? And now we're on to, oh, it was half cash. That's what that was. It was half cash. Duh, we already knew that. Why was I being, I'm like sitting there thinking like, oh, did I screw up? Did I screw up? But it was just half cash. Okay. Stop being stupid. All right, what did I say? I said Dartling and I said something else. I don't remember the other one though, so I'll have to start with Dartling. Ah, dude, my brain is so little. Dartling, and what was the other one? It was something that popped lead. How did I forget already? You stupid idiot. Okay, and it wasn't even placed there. It was supposed to place here. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. Okay, this one. Oh my goodness. It was, what was the other one? Sniper. Okay, sniper's cool. I can do that. We can go here and put the sniper here. My brain is so small sometimes. I was so panicked right now that we just played the entirely wrong map. 270 here. I don't have it yet. Oops. There we go. Then we need the 380 for you before 10. Oh, this is alternate. Don't forget what you're doing, genius. Oh my goodness. All right, so we need $380 quick before 10, which isn't really not big of a deal, honestly. 380. 380, there we go. And we'll actually give you some camo too, so we don't forget later. There we go. And then we're gonna go, oh, because I need faster swivel and I don't care about faster swivel. Oh, I don't know if going for this bottom path is gonna be a smart idea, but we're gonna try it. All right, we'll just do it later though. We get faster barrel spin. Actually, powerful darts isn't terrible, right? $1,025. There we go. $160. This might be being silly just to be silly, but I mean, we're moving somewhat fast, which is cool. And worst case scenario, though, I could just go for the middle path and just call it a day if it gets too crazy. There we go. I'd really like to just leave this guy here, but it's like harder than it sounds because he's, oh God, he sucks. All right, I just can't do this. I can't do this. All right, just lock you here. Lock you here. There we go. Maybe move this a little bit up more so it kind of has more of a trail on it. Now the problem is I'm not getting to the money before 40, so I think it's just like futile even buying the bouncing bullet. I should just be going for buckshot, but I also don't like buckshot until I at least get this bouncing bullet. But basically I want my money as fast as I can. I don't think it's going to happen. So now we can do this though at least. There we go. Maybe I can get it. Yeah, I can get 8210. And I might even be able to bust out a couple to get the strap or the ricochet thing going. Yeah, it's not bad at all. As long as we're keeping around this first bin, we're doing really good. Maybe not though. I don't see us getting there in time. And then I always wonder too, like, is buckshot gonna be better though? Like, it might not even be better. It might suck. Especially since we have like the middle path with it, which just makes it a spread shot craziness. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Maybe it's time to upgrade. Maybe it's time to upgrade here. This is crazy. Dude, I don't know if I should do it. I feel like I'm being an idiot. Like I'm being dumb right now, and I'm gonna regret it too. Yeah, because I'll barely get one out in time. Yeah, let's just not be stupid. Let's not be stupid. Okay. Yeah, this is way smarter. This is way smarter. We'll still have enough for 8210. It's just the other way would have been a for sure loss. So no way. Oh, it'll pop it. Okay, once it gets closer. So that was sketchy. $1,100. What a joke. Oh my god, what do we need? $15,000. But see how their synergy works really well? Like he does pop down the big dogs and then he opens them up and cleans them up, which is really cool. So I really like that. And I think we'll have once we get Elite Sniper, we'll be in a little better spot because he does attack really well, which is nice. But we're almost there. We've almost beaten every single game mode with 2 towers, which is pretty sick. And the reason why I want the sniper first, obviously, is for the money, because then we can start buying, we can actually go for the 5th tier and make this thing like super quick and easy later on. There we go. Probably should have got the last, I hate that it does that. Why wouldn't it just keep going with the already ability? Like, why does it reset it when you get a new one? That is so dumb. Not all of them do that. Some of them, like the Moab Eliminator, lets you use it right away. So it's just like, why would it reset from where? That's just so stupid. It should just keep going off of the same one. I'll never agree with that. And I think the Elite Sniper on its own can handle 63. So that's another reason why this is just the prime pristine strategy. A BFB on 54, that's funny. We're like right there on the, about to get our money. There we go. Now we're done. I don't have to do nothing. I just need to save up $62,000. Can I do it in 25 rounds? Let's see. I think so, because this guy's going to make a lot of money here. If not, I really do think this is enough. It's just going to be too slow. Watch us get it in like 79 though. My goodness. All right, here's our fortified BFB. And we are really bad at taking them out. This is kind of scary. Oh man, imagine making it this far and then losing at the end. Like just something stupid and set us all back. Well, we're a third of the way there. Third of the way there. That's not that bad. Like what if we get it by 70? That's pretty solid. So I'm going to be hitting this ability on 63. I want to see when I get the next one and see how many rounds it takes. So it was 63, halfway there. Okay, this one's on 66, so that's 3 rounds. So if it's on 69, it's just, it'll just average out to every 3 rounds. Sorry, all my talking was taken up at the beginning, but usually you guys use this to fall asleep too anyway, so I'm hoping you guys are knocked out and you'll watch this later to make sure that you see how the ending ends, because I think we got this. I really do. We didn't make it this far just to lose. Like, Two Towers Chimps I've done a bajillion times, so that shouldn't be a problem. We got it before 69. There we go. But I'll just say 69 because that was just a longer map, just because that one big old BFB was taking forever. But we are 100,000% going to be getting the Bloon Exclusion Zone, which is pretty sick. The Pez dispenser, which it looks like a Pez dispenser too. So that's kind of weird that they named it the Bez. But yeah, we'll have it for sure. And then this should be at 69, 70, 71, 72. I can't do math. So at 72, we'll get this one. Or 71. So it's about every 2.5 rounds. That's pretty sick. Or 2 3/4 rounds. And this guy has more pops. That's actually pretty cool. So he's literally probably just taking down the Moabs, and that's all he's really accounting to. I mean, whatever works, right? Now, one thing I like to see is, like, does the money matter? As far as, like, okay, so this guy's made $29,000. I'm pretty sure he costs 15 plus 8 is 23. He costs about like 30 something. So he's almost on his next little thing there. He's going to be a free tower, which is cool, technically, on his next ability. But I want to see at the end how much money we have, because yes, he's made enough to make himself free. Oh my God, look at that. We're getting like super close now. But would we have had enough just to get this naturally? Probably not, right? Yeah, because that would mean that we would need another $32,000 in 3 rounds. That's not going to happen. So the money in this one did help significantly, which is cool. Sometimes it helps just like a little bit, you know, like a few thousand here, a few thousand there. But since we rushed to get that money, this thing's killer, absolute killer. And look at it destroy. So I'm actually excited to go top path. And it's cool to finish off the last ones with the best tower. Like the Dartlings are the best. They handle everything for the most part. That's actually not true. Only the middle path does, huh? The middle path handles everything. The bottom can't pop lead, and the top can't pop purple. So what are you going to do? But I do think that... I'm trying to think here. Okay. But yeah, so this one will be... I mean, so it's kind of lame that we're going to be doing the same tower here, but at least we're going to be using the top path instead, which will be kind of cool to see, right? Like 2 towers Impoppable with this one and that one, which is kind of fun. But then the last final one will be a Mad and a Boomer. Yeah, okay, I'm trying to get my bearings straight. Here we go. All right, so this guy should go up pretty quickly, but it's just 1 ZOMG, and then we have a couple more. I was gonna say almost, dude. We still made another 20 grand after we bought this guy, but the money in fact did help, so can't say it doesn't. All right, there we go. Look at us go, guys. This is actually killing it. All right, so now next one, primary, hard, Impoppable. Impoppable. Okay, we're gonna do the same exact thing we just did, but this time we're gonna put this guy here. So a Dartling here, down the track, it'll be perfect. And then lock it. Maybe not lock it though. That's ugly, huh? Look at that ugliness. All right. And then a sniper if we can afford it, but we can't yet. There we go, sniper. I feel like we don't even need any of the other towers though. Like I could just go straight for sniper. But how good would that be? So it might be better to do focus firing and then at least keep the balloons back to make some extra time here. I'm wondering, can I get all the way to 8,000 with this stuff, or is that just going to slow us down? You might as well just like attack faster, huh? Make everybody kind of just strong, and then we'll do that. 1080. There we go. That's not terrible. All right, I'm running a bunch of things in my head, which is why I'm so quiet. So I'm thinking like, should I get barrel spin? Yes. And then possibly even laser cannon before I start going for the sniper. Cause I mean, does it matter? No. But do I think that we'll make it all the way to the sniper's $8,000 ability? I don't. So that's why I'm kind of like, should we just say screw it now and kind of buy everything we need to buy? 1140 here. There we go. That should help out a lot. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to keep the balloons back so we can focus on what we need to do here. So buy the lead one too. $420. Yeah, see, in this particular case, I think we'd be better off. Well, maybe once I buy 2520 for bouncing bullet, maybe we'll notice like a huge difference here. We're not going to have a number one top time though. But like I said, if I can get in like the top 10, 15 or 20 with like just placing towers down. But I made mistakes too, because we weren't really going for a top tier time and I didn't prep anything. I just kind of went for it. I did have a couple of these worked out in my head and I tested a couple things to make sure they can make it to the end. But as far as that goes, like I didn't study the other ones like I should have. We were trying to actually go for a really good time. Okay, so it did not do what I thought it would do. I thought this would be like a significant increase. So I think we might have to just get laser cannon before this anyway. Dude, my eyes get tired after 2 hours. I don't know how you guys do it. Like just staring at these bright lights, like they're so bright. I wish I could show you guys. Just staring at these for I'm at 2 hours. Right here, 2 hours and 2 minutes, 55 seconds just from the timer setup. And my eyes are blaring, like they're burnt out of my skull. And so it's kind of a bummer. But if I turn them off, like it's a significant decrease, but you can see how bright they are just from me turning, like look how dark it is in here now. That's just my light above my head on, and then like a little bit of ambient light from outside, and that's with them. So it's like you need lighting. That's what makes a YouTube video like not look bad. It's kind of a bummer because like your eyes kill you after a while. So we are no chance going to get what we need. So I'm just going to do this to make sure we're safe. Now we can get our 9120. See this, I should have done this sooner. That's what I'm saying. Just wasted time. What's faster, to let the Moab naturally be taken out, or to unstrap it from with my ability and then take the time to slow it down to lock it back in place, because I'm gonna have to chase balloons. So I think it's better just to like let it do its thing, right? But we are fully equipped to take on all the way through 40, all the way through 50 with what we have here. 57 might go to like this area here, and I might have to detach with the ability. But other than that, like we are totally fine. So given the fact that I'm going to have an ability here to make some money, and then I'm going to grab my elite sniper, I think we're going to be in a really good spot. I'm going to buy this so I don't forget. That was a waste of 1,500 bucks, but what are you going to do? And then we will grab our elite and make even extra money. And then hopefully we can have enough to get the top path laser before it's too late. Because there is going to come a point in the, what would it be? The 80s? That's just going to be a terrible, terrible play. And we're going to be upset that we did it. Yeah, that could happen easily. Still only 1,100 bucks. That is so weak. Didn't it used to be 1,500? That's 400 bucks every 3 rounds that we're losing. So after, 20 rounds, 3 into 8, 3 to 7. So it's like 7 times 4, 2,800 bucks. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's really not that big of a deal, actually. Okay, so we'll do this one again. We just need 16,800, which isn't that bad considering the other one was like 15,000. Almost there. And the elite sniper itself is going to help out a lot too, because he's just good in general. Okay, now don't let me buy it until we get this $1,000, right? Or am I sacrificing more money by not buying it? You just don't know with this crazy Bloons TD6 logic. So we'll buy this one and then buy this. There we go. Because it's going to reset it anyway, right? Now, one of my favorite towers in the game is the plasma accelerator. Like, I don't mention it. I don't use it as much as I should. But just, I think it's just because it's like kind of lame how cheap it is. It's so good. You just literally put it there and it destroys everything. But the reason I don't get it all the time, I like what it does. I can't say it's like my favorite tower. Like, it looks cool or nothing, but not that it doesn't, but it's not like why I go for it. But I just think it's cool that you can set it there and it destroys, but then it does take way too long to get, in my opinion. Like, it's between the 3,600 and the 14,000, it's kind of a lot. And then when you go for it, it's never in like chimps. And I play a lot of chimps because, yeah, it'd be cool to have one, but there's other towers that you'd want to save up for to get your 5th tier. So it's not necessarily a go-to choice. It's like a, oh man, I have a couple bucks left, what should I buy kind of tower, in my opinion. But in this case, in this cool case, we're going to actually rock this thing all the way to 90, hopefully. What's cool though is I think we have changed it every single time. So we have used a couple of the same towers, but not in the same combination. And I don't even think we ended up using the mad yet, right? I think we used the middle path, if I can remember. Like, it was so long ago, right? My head's just so spaced from what we've been doing. But I think we used middle path. I could be wrong, but now we use this one. Now the next one's gonna be middle path and boomerang, which is gonna be absolutely wild. And I'm very nervous about it. And I don't actually know if it'll work. We're just going for thinking it'll work because I'm assuming that Rocket Storm, or the one before it, Hydro Rocket Pods, I think that can handle all of the Moabs, all of them, until we get to the top path boomer. And if that is the case, then we're in a really good spot. What are we doing here? Besides taking forever? Let's not do that, please. There we go. 90,000 is a lot more than I thought it would be. That was weird. You see it? Like, hit its pierce cap here, and then the lead are sticking through. That was actually kind of cool to see. I think that's what's happening, right? All of you experts let me know, but I'm pretty sure we lost our pierce or maxed our pierce cap, and then they took a second to be able to like be registered that they were using it. That's cool. So far he's at 15,000, not bad. Oh man. Oh, are you guys tired? I'm tired. All right. Okay, all we can really do is just sit here and wait, guys. We've made it this far. I guess now it's time just to relax and hold it all in and hopefully we don't have any problems. I don't see any problems coming up. 78 should be easy since we have the sniper and we do have this guy. 75 would be something I might be worried about, but not so much because if we focus our little energy beam, look how fast it takes out Moab clouds. Like, it is pretty ridiculous. The scary thing is that we still need $50,000 to get this laser thing. And then I've never really used it too much. Like, I'll throw it down, obviously, if I'm on a boss event or I'm trying to go as far as I can in the game, like go late rounds. But using it solely, I think it can handle every single... I would imagine for the price that it costs, it'll handle all the 90s, right? Because if it doesn't, we're going to be in a pickle. Because I think, based on this, we might get it around, like, what, 87? 88? Like, we're making good money, even though it's far away. So we'll see how it goes, but I just hope the laser can pop everything. Like, Big Plane can, right? Big Plane pops everything when you buy it. The Mad pops everything when you buy it. So I would imagine this one costing the most. I'm making myself yawn. I'm so tired, guys. See, there's 75, but if we focus everything on it, it's not that bad. There's 76. Oh, wow, that was scary. Oh, my goodness, actually. Now we only need 30 grand. Dude, we're making like really good money pretty fast. That's actually sick. And what's he at? $30,000. So he's going to be like half, well, at least 40,000 by the time we get it, I imagine. So nearly half. Let's just get the 45 with him. There we go. Then we'll call it half. So now, can we do this without money? I don't think so. I don't know what we would buy with it. Well, maybe. Well, duh, we can do it without money. We're going to do it on chimps mode. It's like the same thing, just with it costs more. So we'll see how efficient we are on chimps, because if we get it really early and it's really easy, then this would be not too bad to figure it out, I guess. Look at that elite sniper go. Which one has more money? We got 166 versus 143. Dude, he's actually doing better right now. That's cool. And way before 87. We're going to have it probably by 82. That's so crazy. So do I want to stall the rounds to get more money, or do I want the rounds to go faster so we can just get through it? Huh? Because I could just like completely not even start fighting this thing to like here if I wanted to. I'm not saying I'd win, but I might lose. Because look how close that got. Oh my goodness. He's at 39. Oh my gosh, he might actually have 45 by the time we get it. That's funny. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Come on, don't lose now. You're doing really good. Okay. Are we there? Is it 90 even? It is. Oh my god. There we go. That's what I've been waiting for. My goodness. And he did. He almost had the whole... He almost bought all of it. He almost bought half of it. That was pretty cool. Was it worth it? I think so. It was pretty quick. We're going to lose our top time because I don't even think we'll finish this by the 2 hours and 16 minutes and 25 seconds that we beat downstream and cubism on. But we're doing pretty good still. Oh man. So I can't wait till in the future I do Monkey Meadow with like prime towers, because one of my fastest times was cubism, which is my second place, and that was just using like plasma accelerators because they're ridiculous. And it was pretty cool. But now we got 233 versus 320, and he's never going to go up or never slow down. He's just going to keep wrecking everything. But could you imagine if there was a button you could press in the game, like toggle it to make it to where there's no delay between balloons? Because some of these do have like a few second delay even with the fast forward on. So if you could turn that off, imagine how, like right now, like we know we can't lose. So you turn that off and then all the balloons pretty much just like come out at once. Boom, game over. The game would be so much quicker. We spend so much time waiting on balloons to come out. It's crazy. All right, 92. Yeah, this does. It handles everything. I can't wait to see 95. I feel like all of them should get to here, right? The pierce on this thing is pretty wild. So we shouldn't see DDT get past. Let's give it to here, actually. Let's see. And then 98, nothing should get past this spot. And I only say that because it'll... I don't know why we go here. I'm not even attacking them. But 95 should... Let's just say here. Let's do it. Yep. Oh, dude, it's not even crossing the line. That is sick. Dude, this thing is strong. It totally beats the heck out of the big plane. But the problem with the big plane is that you need Rosalia to get it. Otherwise, she costs too much. Okay, we're there. 97. All right. Sorry, you guys may have heard my little baby cry in the background. I guess she must have slipped and fall or something out back. Or she probably just was told no. She does that too. Like, time to be done playing with your little sink. She has this little toy sink. And it just has like a battery operated running water sink. And she just sits there and she plays with it. But when you tell her it's time to go, she's not having it. All right, just in case, we'll keep this on this. All right, let's go. Okay. Get out of here. Okay, we got you. Okay, good. Okay, last one. We are done, guys. We are done after this. This is sick. All right, Monkey Meadow, Chimps, hard mode. There we go. Boomerang first. Now, this one is going to be slower, though, because I am going to put this guy here to make sure we don't lose. So that's kind of a bummer here. We'll go long range. Will that even cover it, long range? We have to do this until we can get to the dartling, though. That's the scary part. So we'll go here. Yeah, I think I should just in case. Because like on 10, we might have a problem. I just don't want to lose. We're doing really good still. Now this is going to naturally be slower since he's back here. And once we do get our boomerang going, like that's a slow spot for it because it's so far back in the track. So that could be a problem, but we should be fine. Is this not going to work? I never thought of it not working. I mean, Boomer is good. You should be fine. There we go. Now we're good. Now we just need $920. And then once we get that, we're totally safe because we already have our lead popper. Our camo popper is its first upgrade in the middle path. It's a really solid team if you think about it. The synergy's perfect. Once he is a mat, if we can get him there, he's going to literally just go bonk, 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 bonk. Let me show my hands. Bonk, 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 bonk. And knock everything out. And it's going to be sick. And then this guy cleans up everything. So we will have zero problems as long as like a DDT doesn't get through or something. If we can get there. Come on. One more. After this round, we got it. All right. There we go. Here we're going to put him right there. Boom. There we go. Look at that spread. I love it. It's great. There we go. So I think the first thing we'll get is camo, just so we don't forget about it. There we go. And then we'll grab our 650 live ricochet because we don't really need the dartling until we get to the Moab. The Moab is what we're going to pop it with because this thing sucks. Like popping Moabs with the top path is just pulling teeth. It's the worst thing on the planet. It's so dumb. All right, that's not bad. We're doing really good already. Like this is a solid play. I don't see how it could have any issues, but I don't want to jinx it. So let's knock on some wood. All right, 970. There we go. Oh my God, we're already just getting tossed a little bit. Now, what's cool about the dartling is that I can untether it and then I can fight it myself. So in that regard, I don't think I need to get the top path boomerang yet, because let's say I get Hydra Rocket Pods before the Moab. That's a lot cleaner than this one, because this one's just good at balloons, but the Hydra Rocket Pods will take down the Moab and then I can clean up if I need to by chasing. So super cool setup. And then we can get this, and then we can get the, well, actually, I don't know. Yeah. So we're going to go, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. What's going to be our stretch? When are we going to go for the top path boomerang? That's where it gets a little sketchy, huh? Because I would assume that we're going to get Hydra Rocket Pods and then just go for the top path boomerang and skip out on... No Hydra Rocket Pods. No. We're going to get Hydra Rocket Pods, but not Rocket Storm. We're going to save on that one, I feel like, until we get top path boomerang. Preferably, I would like to not even get Hydra Rocket Pods, but is that smart though? Is that a smart play? I feel like we'll be chasing all the Moabs if we do that. If we had Hydra Rocket Pods right now, we'd be going a lot faster too. Let's do it. This is a gamble. These are these moments that, like, if this was a movie and I had to go back in time, like, I'd see myself right now, because I'd be like, oh, you should have never done that. Bought the Hydra Rocket Pods because now you wasted your life, because now you can't buy anything, because that's what's going to happen. Because if I could have just fought through with the other one, that would have been $4,000 cheaper to buy this, which I think would make it only $30,000. Let's see here in a second. 2160. Yeah, so that would have been almost, oh wow, that would have been a good increase. That would have been a 1/7 increase, right? I think. I don't know how to do the percentage of that. 12? 13? 14%? What, a 14% decrease on it? I don't know. I don't do that stuff. Yes, I do, but I don't do it right now. All right, I think we're good. Honestly. Oh, and I can't use my ability to untether. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, dude, this is not good. I don't have an ability to tether. That's funny. So we'll just have to do this then, is leave it there. Leave my mouse there. That's the worst, is playing with Dartling on your phone. It's like, God, this is awful. Such a terrible feeling. Oh, man. But so far, our point has been proven. I thought it was going to go the other way, but it is definitely not. So we did make a couple of mistakes, but nothing like dire that really screwed up our game or anything. It just takes longer because we don't have everybody up front popping. So it is faster to never see a balloon by like significantly, because we're still in chimps mode. We're not even halfway done. And not even halfway done with chimps mode, I mean, but we're looking at 2 hours and 21 minutes. That is our 15th place run right now. So that's 15. So we're going to be probably like 25th place. But remember, this isn't for like the big sheet that I normally use. This is just like, I'm just referencing it. That's why I'm not popping it up on screen for you guys, because it doesn't matter. We're just testing it, and I'm just telling you what it could have been if this was it. If we didn't. Why is my brain so slow? I just can't get it out. What I'm trying to say. But my point is all I'm trying to say is that I was hoping that just by placing 2 towers down and it beating it, and you don't have to think about it too much, and there's not much to do, that it would be just as fast as all the crazy thinking about it and making it see if this works and that works and placing all these towers. But it's just not the case. The best is just to place everything up front and go fast. But as far as winning, I think this is fine. I think this is great. I think the hardest one is probably Magic Monkeys. That one scared me a little bit, but I think we're okay here. All right, so now we just need another $11,000. But see, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, we would have not gotten through with just a 220 for sure. This is all camo, isn't it? That's not good. Don't slow down. Never slow down. Never give up. Never back down. But once we get the top path boomer, we are set. I think that can carry itself all the way to 80. So I don't even think I need to untether. I can just leave that thing going, and we'll grab the mad around like the 80 somethings. And then the mad could cause us problems. It's not a for sure win once you get the mad. You think it is, but if you're on 95 and one of his little arm missiles doesn't hit the DDT, you could lose. And it's so weird how that works too, because the hitbox on him is cool, but it does miss sometimes. And I wish they were like more closer together. And this is with the upgrade that makes them closer together, that they're farther apart. That's so crazy to me, because you have to have it targeted just in the right path. Otherwise you'll get decked on. All right, so there's our 35, hopefully 2,000 more. We're going to have it for 63, so that's good. Okay. And I didn't need Hydro Rocket Pods, which is nice. Or I didn't need Rocket Storm, which is nice. I can't even talk, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Glide Lord. There we go. Now we are safe. Lock in place. We're done. See, because even though he's back here, he still shreds it in this area. So we are completely safe with that spot. It's like a perma-spike almost, how good it is, I swear. I skipped ahead there because it's getting a little slow, because all I've been doing is just using my ability when I have it. No chance of losing yet, not even close. But I thought this was 65,000. I don't remember it being 70. That's pretty wild. But we've made it pretty far. I feel like now's the best time to get it, because I don't know if we would actually make this one. I'm going to try it without it and see. But we're trying to Black Border, so actually that's not, I shouldn't be trying anything. We need to make sure we get it, but we might not be able to take all the, yeah, we would be fine. We're fine. Because this guy will take him down to Moabs, and then we'll come back around and we'll take him. And then even if they weren't, he would pop them right here at the very end. So we're totally fine. There we go. Now this is where it gets crazy. This is what I was talking about. Like, you don't know. He could be off. Look, he's hitting all the ZOMGs, but some of these are going up above their head. So if a DDT comes out, he might lose. Like, that's crazy to me that that's even a possibility. Because some of these shots just go wild. But look at this. And now we're going to get money like it's nobody's business. I feel like when you get your 5th tier, they make more money. I know they don't, but it just feels like that, doesn't it? This is beautiful. This is beautiful. But currently, we are in my 41st place. So we are just climbing that ladder of time. This does take forever to do 2 towers chimps if you do 2 towers on every single one. But it's very fun, very cool, and very lazy way to play. That's pretty sick. I like it. Let me know below if there's any other challenges like this you like for the Black Borders. I think that's kind of fun. Like, what if we like Black Border with only... No, see, it needs to be fun too. You can't just like, I'm on a Black Border with only Dartling and a helicopter the entire game. Like, that could be kind of boring, you know what I mean? So this is different. Or I was thinking it'd be cool to like Black Border with only top path upgrades and then only middle path, only bottom path. That'd be kind of fun. That'd be really fun. Because I know we've done that with chimps. But it changes the game when you have to do half cash and alternate and impoppable. Like, it really does. All right, let's see how this goes right here, though. I'm a little nervous about it, but we should be okay. Yeah, just as long as he doesn't miss any. And some of them he's hitting like 3, it looks like. That's so easy. It's so crazy to me. The mat is nuts, dude. The mat is a nuts tower. Look at this go. It's beautiful. And then as long as this is a ZOMG or below, it's going to finish it here. So these fortifieds are a little crazy, but other than that, it's like, it's no big deal. Look at that go. Do you guys know, is a fortified BFB the same health as like a ZOMG? Is that how that works? I want to unlock it, but I think what I should do... Okay, let's just do this. I don't want to screw it up, but I also don't want to mess up against the what do you call them? Yeah, let's just slow it down. We don't have a top tier time anyway right now. So I'm going to make sure I hit all these fortified DDTs so we don't have any problems, because I know the boomerang can't do nothing against them. Okay, get him, get him, get him. There we go. Get him, get him, get him. Okay, we're good. Okay, cool. Now he'll take this out naturally, but just in case, as soon as it's like almost there, we're gonna do this. That was a little scary, huh? Like that looked pretty scary for a second there. All right, so we're good. There we go. Let's get this to it. Do what we normally do. Hit here and then go to here. Boom. We're at 2 hours, 34 minutes, and 38 seconds. And that does put us at 2 hours, 34 minutes, 38 seconds. Puts us in 44th place out of 62 so far. 44th place. That's ridiculous. Remember, I'm not putting these up. I'm just telling you guys for reference. So 2 towers is definitely slower because we didn't make any like detrimental, awful mistakes. It's just slower because you're not putting everything up front. But that was a lot of fun. If you guys enjoyed that, I really would like to do like top path only black border, middle path only. And if you agree with that, let me know below. And if you're still with me, check out this 2 hours of expert Bloons TD6 challenges to fall asleep to. I know you guys are gonna like it.